Today we're going to show you how to get your CAN Arduino set up to be a 2-channel CAN bus analyzer using SavvyCAN and the CAN Arduino. It's a very low-cost solution for analyzing CAN bus data, especially with 2 CAN bus channels. The first thing you need to do is go to togglebit.net and read the Getting Started with CAN Arduino guide. This is also on our GitHub repository. This will walk you through step by step where to download the right software, where to put it on your machine, and how to build it and get it all up and running with the Arduino library, as well as installing drivers. So this video is going to assume that you've already done this step by step before you jump into CAN bus analysis. Once you've installed that software and tested your hardware, there's going to be an example in the examples folder. So it's on your machine under the libraries CAN Arduino examples, and you open CAN Arduino SavvyCAN sketch, which I have open here. You're going to plug in your hardware, and very importantly, you need to make sure that if you have the note boot jumper, if you have a jumper installed on your no boot jumper on the pins of the CAN Arduino board, you need to remove that. So by default, it doesn't come installed, so it's not likely you would have it, but that becomes important when you want to run SavvyCAN. So first we're going to do is we're going to select the board. So this is a CAN Arduino board, and we're going to select the COM port 3. And then we're going to go ahead and build and flash the unit. So you don't have to write any code to get up and going with SavvyCAN. You just need to program the hardware. Now while this is building, I'll show you that I have already downloaded one of the latest SavvyCAN releases for Windows. You can see it's here in this folder here in my downloads, and this is the executable. Okay, so that's all there is to SavvyCAN. You can just download it and then run the executable. Here we go. We're going to get to the flashing stage. And you should see at this point on your board, you'll see the red and green UART lights flash as it flashes and updates the board. Now, here's the important part. You do need to install a jumper on the no boot pins. You can find this on the hookup guide, which you would have already located when you go through the Getting Started. So there's a jumper on the board that's called the no boot jumper. So you need to make sure you have that installed. So once that is installed, so I'm just going to put my jumper on here. I'm going to open up SavvyCAN. And I'm going to create a new connection. This is a GVRET on COM3. Create that new connection. Enable the console so I can see traffic. If I see traffic here, I know that I'm connected. So you can see I'm connected, and I have 2 buses available. So I'm going to change the baud rate here for this bus to be 500 kilobaud for bus 0. Then I'm going to go to bus 1 and I'm going to do the same thing, 500K. And I'm going to enable the bus, save bus settings. I can see I still have traffic. I'm still connected. If you're unsure, you can select the device and hit reset selected device. It'll show not connected, and then it'll reconnect, and you can see these settings will be updated for this board. 500K, enable bus, 500K. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this window. Now I've got a gauge cluster here sitting on the bench I've been working with. I should fire up this gauge cluster. I've already got it wired into CAN port 0, and I should be able to see data. I like to use the overwrite mode so that the messages stay in the same spot. Turn that on, and there's our messages. So that was pretty easy. Of course, the whole key to this is really following the Getting Started guide and also installing the boot jumper on the device.